Hello everybody. So I've been wanting to do this video for a couple weeks now. I've always been a fan of when people kind of do these videos about kind of just talking about themselves and giving more of that personal feel to, the person that they watch. As you can tell by the video, I did something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. A very, very, very long time. If you guys don't follow me on like Instagram or Facebook, if you're a boomer like I am, on January 27th, I will be finally going to Japan for the first time, and I'm so excited. I can't process that thought yet. Like, I bought my ticket a few days ago. Even when I bought it, I wasn't like excited. It hasn't like really set in yet, and I think it's because I still have like a month to go, and I bought the ticket while working. And I remember the last maybe half an hour of work, I was kind of just like teary-eyed the whole time and not not really believing that I just did that. And it's such a weird thing, and the reason why I kind of want to do this video is to not only show why I want to go to Japan. My voice is already cracking. Why I want to go to Japan, but kind of where that interest came from, and maybe can help inspire someone else, or help inspire you to pick up some things that you might not have picked up in the past because of whatever reason. I would say since I was a kid, pretty much, I've always been fascinated by Asian culture, whether that be Chinese, Japanese, or like Korean. My dad, who his name is John, he has been a Wing Chun master, I guess. He's really good at it. He's been doing it for, I believe it was 25 to 30 years now. And so growing up, I would kind of do it with him at home. He would kind of train me and do a lot of stuff like that. He had like these cool Chinese butterfly knives. I'll put all this stuff on the screen and like show pictures, but he had been doing that for a very, very long time. He earned the title of like Sifu John. Since then, really, like I've always wanted to go travel and go to Japan and go to China. I remember it differently for some reason, but my mom swears it was a different time. Around the age of 10, in my mind, I think there were some family issues, and the marriage didn't work out between him and my mom. So they had moved separate ways, and around that time, I believe I was going to maybe like junior high school, roughly, or maybe a little bit before, like 5th grade. So all throughout the time he was there, as well as moving forward from schools to junior high to high school to graduating, I've always just been fascinated by the culture and the history and the anime and all of this stuff. And so I would like start to study it and research it on my own, and doing that every day and going to school and suffering with a lot of issues, which I can get into in a little bit. Going to visit Japan has been something that I've wanted for at least 10 years, if not more. And the reason why I haven't, which I'll go into, I think from the age of maybe 14, I had struggled really heavily with depression. And at the time, I didn't really know what it was, and I thought it was just something that happened, right? Something like you're just sad, get over it, something like that. As it progressed, I was missing school a lot. I didn't really have any friends. I think I remember one school year in high school when I was, I think it was like a sophomore. I was like a sophomore, and I don't remember why or how, but I think I either got a letter or some sort of like correction letter saying how many days I've missed and what the next steps would be. And I think if I remember correctly, I had missed at one point 120 days in a school year or something I think it was in the hundreds. I know that, if not higher. So I was really, really, really struggling with anxiety, depression, like really, really bad. I believe it was that same year, at the age of 16, I had just like the worst breakdown ever. I hope my mom doesn't see this, because she was like, I remember she got mad at me for not going to school one day, and I think she had just like had it with me. She was over it. I was just like crying, and she was like yelling at me, And I think at one point she asked me, she said, "Why do you keep missing so much school?" And I said, because I'm fucking depressed, Mom. And I started just bawling my eyes out. And like, I don't remember what happened next, but like I ended up sitting down and we had this really long table and I sat on one end and she sat on the other end. And I was just crying and crying and crying. And she started to cry because I think she had felt like somehow it was her fault or something like that. I think I like vaguely remember the conversation. She would ask like why, or you know, what can I do to help you, and this and that. And a lot of the time it was just like, you can't, like there's nothing I can do, like this is who I am, you know, I can't fix it. At the time, you know, I didn't know, I was young. And I believe at that point was the moment she kind of allowed me to be my own person and kind of venture off and explore and do things to kind of hopefully fix whatever this was. So with that, I had some issue, I don't remember, well, but with what I was dealing with, my mental health, I couldn't keep a job. I could not have kept a job. Is that right? I couldn't keep a job for more than maybe like a month or 3 months maybe. I think from the time I was able to work at the age of like 15 and a half, I had worked at McDonald's. That was my first job, by the way. I think that's illegal. I probably couldn't have worked there, but they hired me anyway. Kind of weird. From the age of like 15 to now, I want to say I've had about 30 to 40 jobs. And it's not good. That is not a good thing. And anyone who has dealt with that in the past, I'm sure you can relate. You know, going to work is just the most dreadful thing, especially if it's not something that you enjoy. You just feel like it's draining you every day and you have no real purpose. Like that's what I felt like every day going to work. And every time I would get a job that paid more money, like my first job paid like $8 or $9 back then. And every time I would get a job that was like, oh, $12 an hour, 15, 14 and a half, like 16. I'll be happier here because of this, and less pay, but more happiness. It wouldn't work out that way. And I would quit. I would stretch the limits on how long I can be there while also missing a bunch of work. At one point I had worked at a job and I remember going to work, sitting in the parking lot for an hour and a half, just crying and just losing it, full of anxiety. Like I couldn't go anywhere without the thought of someone staring at me or judging me or, you know, whatever, just social anxiety. And I couldn't go home. I couldn't go anywhere. I was just sitting in the parking lot crying. And I had messaged someone and just kind of going, talking to them and saying things that I probably shouldn't put on somebody. And at that point, I had really was at my limit and wanted to just like despawn myself basically. And I had planned it. I started drove behind the building, kind of trying to like, you know, fight with whatever my brain was telling me to do. And I ended up calling my mom, I think, and telling her. I don't remember the details exactly, but I ended up going home. And she made me call like a suicide hotline. And so I talked to them, and it was kind of not really like productive at all. It didn't really feel like something that was helping me. And so I don't remember how long after that. I think this was when I was like maybe 17 years old, 18. I ended up going to the doctor and I went to get diagnosed, and they had diagnosed me with anxiety, depression, paranoia, and audio and visual hallucinations. That's what I got diagnosed with. They prescribed me with some sort of medication. I think it was Abilify at first or something. And it didn't work, made me feel like a zombie, hated everything about it. And I think I went on 4 different meds until I found one that kind of worked for a while. And so I was on that, and for a little bit, everything was kind of okay, and like things weren't terrible. As kind of life progressed, I was dealing with situations and stuff like that weren't ideal. And now I'm here. I'm here, and I'm probably the happiest I think I've ever been in my entire life. I didn't know it was possible to feel something this good. And it's cool to be able to actually say that. I don't regret everything that I had gone through. I don't regret any of that. You know, it taught me a lot. It taught me how to kind of take care of myself and to kind of do what I need to do, and help me figure out like who I am as a person and what I can grow into. But yeah, I'm happy, dude. I'm so fucking happy. Like I finally made my dream trip happen. Like that's just so cool to me. I never in my lifetime did I ever think I was going to do that. I never thought. And then I'm doing it in 26 days. So cool. So fucking cool. You know, I have a job that I enjoy. Like I get paid well. It's just so cool. And life obviously right now could be a little bit better, but I feel like it always can. But this is kind of a temporary situation that I have currently. And it'll get dealt with in like a few months, I think. But yeah, that's kind of where I come from and kind of what things are, and that's really kind of what helped bring this Japanese series that I have, you know, on YouTube. It's funny too. Well, it's not funny, but I remember making like a pact with myself, and I told myself that by the age of 25, I was just going to like despawn and get it over with. And now I'm 25. My birthday is in 4 months, April 2nd. And that thought has like completely just gone out the window. Like it doesn't exist. Like I don't care anymore. I don't want to do that. And so it's weird. It's weird to see how much I've grown from all of those experiences and like all the things that I've learned. And I can say that I'm happy for once, and that's really cool. Now that all the heavy stuff is out of the way, just a little bit more about me and who I am as a person, like what I do. So my job, I do collections for a financing company for cars. And so I call people and give them, you know, extensions, take their payments. I help them out as much as I can. Outside of that, I'm a photographer and I also do videography as well. And I've been doing that since I was 16. Did I say 7 years? Wow. It's been 7 years. Oh God. Where is the time gone? 2023. Holy fuck. When you guys aren't seeing me like on a video or anything, I'm either studying Japanese, playing video games, or just kind of hanging out with friends. I'm kind of just like a normal guy. Like I don't do anything. I don't drink. I'm not a big drinker. I maybe have a drink of something sweet, like a sweet alcoholic drink, maybe once every 4 months. And like, I'm not a drinker. I feel like I'm doing an interview. My favorite food is sushi and pasta, and I love Mexican food. I have a lot of, I have 4 stuffed animals. You can't really see them, but that's Kuromi from Onegai, My Melody. And then that's a cat. These are the rest are cats. It's hard to point. That's like a burrito cat right there. I can just grab them. I'm not wearing pants, so I'll have to cut this. All right. So there's this one. My friend in Japan got it for me. I love it. She's so soft. And are you gonna stay? Thank you. This is it's like a flat, cute little cat thing. I have a black cat. Oh, black cat, and a like burrito cat. They're so cute. I love them. Plushies are great. I love plushies. Music-wise, I listen to everything. Genuinely, I listen to like 99% of genres. Once I start streaming again and you guys stop by the stream, I have everything from like metal to like fucking deathcore and pop and lo-fi, some country, like rap. Like I listen to all of it. Just know that if you are kind of struggling with some stuff mentally or even physically, I at least can understand how difficult that can be. And it's not easy. And I want you to know that if you stick to whatever you're doing and trying your best, like that's all that we can do. My friend James had actually showed me a few years ago, and it's something that I kind of live by now, and it's called the 4 agreements. And I'll put it on the screen right here. But these 4 things are the things that I try to live my life by every day. I feel like you are going to have a lot more success internally and it might give you a different perspective on life that what might help you out. Before that, I was just like, everyone hates me and like, what the fuck, like this fucking person, like blah blah blah, I was being stupid. So highly recommend. There's a book as well, if you want to read it. It's a pretty good book from what I've heard. I haven't read it yet. If any of you are struggling, I'll put my social media stuff down in the description. So definitely reach out to me if you're going through stuff. Some people just need someone to talk to, and I wish I had that when I was going through it. Overall, it was a good year, and I hope to see all of you this year and the following as well. Again, mental health is no joke. Definitely reach out to someone. Even if you want to reach out to me, you can. I don't mind. Like I said, some people just need someone to talk to, and I will happily talk to you if I'm awake. That's one thing. Is if I'm asleep, like I'm not, there's no way. Sorry. Like if you're gonna message me from Europe or Japan or something, like 16-hour difference in Japan. So if you message me, just keep that in mind. I'm here for you. I appreciate you guys. I love you so much, and I can't wait for 2023. We're gonna do so much content. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And then also for Japan, I am going to plan to live stream as well. So if you want to see Japan, follow my Twitch, and I will begin streaming at some point out there. I don't know when yet. I have to get like that Wi-Fi card, and I have to buy a laptop still. But if you want to hang out with me in Japan, feel free to follow. I plan to do some pretty much like the typical stream stuff, like walking around Tokyo or going on shit or going to cafes. But I might sometimes just hang out in the house or in the hotel or whatever and just like talk to you guys, and if you want, or we can go on a walk or something, So follow the Twitch. That will be coming back up soon, and I'm excited. I'm so excited. Follow my Instagram too. I'm gonna be posting a bunch of photos of Japan, and like my TikTok, I'll be trying to do some videos for there. So 2023 is gonna be a really good year. I can feel it. It's the first time I've ever been able to say that about a new year. Like, I don't ever make New Year's resolutions, but I know in the back of my mind I am going to make a lot of things happen for myself, and I can't wait. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, for listening, for subscribing, for liking the videos, for being here. I do appreciate you guys, and I am so happy to be able to talk to a little community that we have right now, and hopefully we can grow that into something more. Also, something that I don't like share a lot is I have a Discord as well, and that alone has its own section for like mental health services. So if you want to join that, I can also put the link down in the description. But we have stuff in there. If you want to learn Japanese, I have a couple friends in there who including myself, who can help out if you're just starting out. Hopefully I can get that going again with Twitch as well. So yeah, join the Discord, come chat, come talk to me. If you do want to talk through Discord, if you don't have Instagram as well, if you're going through some stuff, definitely message me. Do my best to get back to it. When it comes to mental health stuff, I am always going to respond to people and try and be there when I can. So thank you for a good year, even though I've only been doing this for like a few months. But anyway, next year we'll do a 2023 version of this, and hopefully it's better than this one, because talking to a camera and talking into a microphone and being candid is so fucking hard. I thought I was, because like when this isn't here, when you aren't here right now, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm such an idiot, and I talk so much and I know what I'm saying, but as soon as I hit record, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll see you guys in 2023. More videos to come. Like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Twitch, Discord, and let's make it a good year. Let's make it a good year. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much. Happy New Year. Ake ome for my Japanese friends. Kotoshi mo yoroshiku. And I love you. You're appreciated. I'm proud of you. First of all, don't forget, you're amazing. You're doing great. And 2023 will be your year. I promise. No, I don't promise. I don't know. Focus. Don't forget that. You're so appreciated. Don't forget. You're amazing. You know that. Okay, bye. Bye. How do you end a YouTube video? Okay. Goodbye. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks. Have a great night. Is that how you do it? Is that good?